Good morning, students. I welcome you all for the online classes of business studies. Today, we will be going to learn the next topic of the chapter, that is partnership. Partnership is a popular form of business for small scale and medium scale business. As the size of the business grows, one person is not enough to carry on managerial activities. Therefore, two or more persons form partnership to carry on the business. This form of business starts to overcome the problem of sole proprietorship. That type of business is considered as partnership type of business, where one or activity is taken by two or more person. It is considered as partnership type of business. Meaning, partnership is an association of two or more persons who agree to jointly pursue a business activity with a common interest. That type of business is considered as partnership type of business. They pool their managerial and financial resources for the purpose. Definitions by different authors for the partnership type of business. We can in this following four we can take the definition of Kimball, which is very small. A partnership firm is a group of men who have joint capital or services for the prosecution of same enterprise. This line states that a partnership is a type of a firm where group of peoples individually bring the capital to run the same type of business with a common interest. It is considered as partnership type of business. Features of partnership. The features of partnership firms are explained below. The very first feature of partnership is that it is the membership. There must be minimum 2 members to form the partnership firm. Maximum they can be 20. In case of banking business, maximum it can be 10. Agreement. There must be an agreement between the partners to form partnership business, and the agreement can be either oral or written. But in most of the cases, we consider a written document so that the person can have a proof that they have made an agreement. The document containing the agreement of partner is known as partnership deed. Business. A partnership may undertake any lawful business activity. The partnership can be formed only for the purpose of carrying on the business, which is legal. Joint robbery or smuggling carried by two or more persons cannot be considered as partnership type of business. So, in a partnership business, it must have some truthful business, a lawful business, so that the partner can run the business for a long period of time. Illegal type of business can make the business to come to a closure very soon. Profit sharing. Definitely the partnership type of business where there are two or more than two persons has considered as the owner. So here the profit which they are earning will be divided among the partners equally or in the profit sharing ratio which is decided by them in the partnership deed. Liability. The liability of all the members of a partnership firm is unlimited. So here in this situation, if any liability they are not able to bear off and they are not able to clear off that liability from the business also, definitely their personal property or asset will be sold off to clear off the liability what they have to pay to the person. So there is an unlimited liability of the partners. They have to pay back the debts of the firm. At the time of loss, if the firm's assets are not sufficient, then the debt to clear off the debt, then the creditors can have claim over the personal property of the partners. Mutual agency relationship. Every partner is the owner as well as the agent of the firm and agent of other partner. It means any one partner, if had signed any agreement with the outsider, then all the other partners of the firm will be equally responsible for the same. So one person act as an agent for the whole business, or one firm will be acting for all the partner as an agent. So that's why the point is given mutual agency relationship. The act of one person are binding on other partners. Each party is entitled to take part in the management and enter into the contract with the outsiders. Non-transferability of shares. In the private type of firm, no partner can transfer his or her share in the partnership to any other person. He can do so with the consent of other partners. If the partners are ready, then only he can sell off the shares, otherwise he cannot do so. Registration. According to Partnership Act 1932, it is not compulsory for any partnership firm to get itself registered. But if the partnership firm get registered, then they enjoy many of the benefit what a firm can have. Management. All the partners are allowed to manage the partnership firm. They may specify the work area of each partner in the partnership deed also. Generally, day-to-day management is carried out by one or two partners, whereas for crucial decisions, all the partners are consulted. Time period. The partnership firm continues till all the partners desire to continue it. Legally, it comes to an end at the retirement or death of any one partner. Even after retirement and death also, the partnership firm can continue if all the remaining partners agree. In that case, they settle the claim of outgoing partner and continue with the business. So time period, the partnership firm can continue with till the partners decide to continue it. Merits, advantages of partnership firm. A partnership firm has the following merits. Very first merit is easy to form. In the partnership type of business, it can easily be started with the mutual consent of two person or more than two person that they want to start a partnership type of business. As we already learned, a mutual agreement is read it can be written or oral. Every registration of partnership firm is not compulsory. So here it is very easy to start this type of firm. Larger financial resources. In partnership firms, all the partners contribute some amount of capital. As a result, the financial resources of partnership firms are larger than the sole proprietorship firm. And it can be extended. If more capital is required, they can admit one more partner or more than two partners, so that they can increase the capital of the business. But in this situation, profit will also be divided among more members. Risk sharing. In sole proprietorship firm, only one person has to bear the risk, whereas in partnership firms, all the partners share the risk in the same ratio as the share of the profit. So sharing of risk motivates partners to undertake riskier projects and earn more profit. Division of work. In partnership, the firm partners can divide the work according to their skill and knowledge. The division of work leads to specialization and efficiency in management and other activities of the firm. So in partnership firm, the work is divided according to capability of the partner. As one person is specialized in purchasing, another is specialized in finance. So the work can be divided according to their specialization. Motivation. In partnership firms, all the partners get share in the profit. So all get motivated to work more to increase the profit, so that their profit part will be increased or maximized. Secrecy. The partnership firm is not required to publish its accounts. So a great secrecy is maintained in partnership firm, as they don't have to disclose the balance sheet in the journals, etc. On the other hand, all the activities of partnership firm are carried out by the partners only. Flexibility. Partnership firms can make changes in their size, capital, etc. without prior permission of the government. The partners can take decision in the firms according to changes taking place in the external environment whenever it is necessary. So great flexibility is there in the partnership type of business. So it can be extended easily, capital can be regained or increased with the admission of new partners or with the existing partners. More scope for expansion. Compared to sole proprietorship firm, there is more scope for expansion and growth of the firm. The partners can arrange larger funds from their own wealth as well as from their borrowings. On the other hand, the managerial skill of other persons also helps in expansion and efficiency of the business. So these were the advantages or merits of partnership firm. Let us continue with the demerits and disadvantages of partnership firms. Demerits. The very first demerit is unlimited liability. Yes, here it is also a disadvantage that all the partner is bearing unlimited liability. So in case they will not able to pay off the debts of the business, definitely their personal property will be in risk. Non-transferability of share. This is another disadvantage. Suppose a partner want to convert his shares into cash. He cannot do so because he had to take consent from other partners that he can sell off the share or not. Conflicts. The partnership firms come from different backgrounds, different families, therefore they may have differences of opinion. If partners adopt a rigid attitude, then it may lead to conflict among the partners. Uncertainty. The existence of partnership firm get affected by the death, insolvency or incapacity of the partners. Even a partner can demand dissolution of the firm anytime he desires so. So, a great uncertainty is there in the partnership type of firm. Risk of mutual agency. The contract signed by one partner is binding to the other partner. Suppose a partner had signed a fraud agreement, definitely it will be affecting to the other partner as well as to the partnership firm. So this can be a disadvantage. A mere misunderstanding or wrong signature of the partner can affect to the other partners. Lack of public confidence. Generally people do not prefer to take investment in the partnership type of business. The public has less trust and faith in partnership firm because the account and annual reports of partnerships are not published, so people do not have trust in their dealings. Types of partnership firms. The types of partnership firms are classified on the basis of time period and on the basis of liability of members. Today we will be going to learn on the basis of time period. Partnership at will. The partnership form for an indefinite period of time, which is considered as partnership at will. It means the partners are not knowing how long they will be running the business and what time the business objectives can be achieved. That type of business form is considered as partnership at will. The partners, by the will of the partner, by the interest of the partner, the business started, and by the will of the partner, the business will get closed. So that is known as partnership at will. Any one partner can give notice of dissolution and partnership will come to an end. Fixed period partnership. As the name is fixed period partnership, the type of partnership firm which is started for a specified period of time, suppose for 5 years. That type of agreement partnership firm is considered as fixed period partnership. So here it can be 3 years, 5 years, etc. This type of partnership firm automatically gets terminated. Terminated means closed on expiry of that specified time period. Particular partnership. This type of partnership firm is started for a particular event. That type of partnership firm is known as particular partnership. This type of partnership come to an end automatically on completion of that venture. For example, if two persons jointly get a contract for construction of a bridge, then these two partners may form a partnership to construct the bridge. When bridge gets constructed and the objective gets achieved, the partnership will come to an end. This is known as particular partnership. Beside that, we will be going to learn in the next class liability of members partnership. Thank you.